Aside French and English, Wolof is the most spoken language in West Africa. Now, people have been saying that Tree should be the most spoken language in West Africa. So Tree is vastly spoken by the Akans. Hello guys, welcome to BEFE'S space. I know it's been a very long time you guys saw me, and it's been a very long time I actually stood before you guys to talk. I miss this kind of content, and I've not been consistent for a while now. I think for some like 2 weeks I haven't been consistent. I'm going to tell you there is good news, guys. I'm excited because when I had this frustration, I came on this channel to rant. So I feel that I owe you guys this, to actually come out and share this good news. Guys, finally your girl is now residing in Ghana. Before, I didn't see myself like I'm really in Ghana yet. Anything could have taken me out of Ghana. You all remember when I came on this channel to rant that I wasn't given accommodation as a Nigerian, and I found it so challenging to get accommodation. Yes, since that time, although I had a temporary solution, that was when I was able to settle to do my videos and all of that, but the pressure came again. And guys, finally a Ghanaian landlord finally gave me accommodation. In fact, it wasn't easy. This man did not want a Nigerian. As always, we had to beg, plead, and it's time again for me to prove to a Ghanaian that not all Nigerians are bad people. So I'm super excited. Accommodation is sorted. Your girl is now mentally back on YouTube. So let's dive into what we have today. Today I wanted to talk about something I just observed. It is important that whenever I observe something new, I bring it to you guys. We try to dissect and analyze it together and see the way forward, see if it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. I'm going to give my own opinion about it, and then we'll see the way forward about it. So something happened recently. I was opportuned to be with a friend who was bringing in a business partner, and the business partner was a foreigner, a Chinese woman, and that was the first time she was coming to Ghana. She's going to be on my channel pretty soon, so just anticipate. So that was the first time of her being in Africa. I mean, she hasn't been in Africa before. This is her first time. And when this woman arrived at the airport, I saw the way she was happy. I saw the way Ghanaians, the people that were receiving her were so happy to receive her. Of course, she was coming in for business. And lately I've been interviewing, men, women, foreigners that are into business in Ghana, because I want to understand how the business sector in Ghana works. And yes, I want to really focus on that and see how the investors, the foreigners are coping in Ghana, and the policies that are guiding the foreign businesses in Ghana. I really want to understand that, because of course I'm going to have my own business someday. When she came to Ghana, I realized how happy, how excited she was to be in Africa. Without even talking to her, I saw the excitement. I saw the fact that she felt at home. I don't know. Do you know that feeling? That feeling that you're relaxed. You're not suspicious of people around you and things around you. That was how I saw her. And the fascinating thing about her was how she had even learned some of the tree words. I said tree. Did I say tree? No, tree. How she had learned some of the tree words before coming to Ghana. Like, this woman is in for business. So she came in, and quickly she had gone through her phone. We sitting down to have a discussion, properly welcoming her and all of that. And this Chinese woman had already gone through her phone, checking out words, what is come, what is go. There is something unique about these Chinese people. We all know that Chinese people are very industrious. They are business-minded people, like highly business-minded. So I am not surprised. They understand the techniques and everything surrounding being an investor in a foreign land. Most of the things that we use in Africa especially have been imported from China. See, most of the things, even to toothpick, we import them. So these people already understand the market, how it works over here. I think that's my very first time of coming in contact with a business Chinese person. I don't think I've even interacted with one before, but that was my very first time of coming in close contact or close relationship with a Chinese business person. So I picked that from her. Like the very first time she landed, she understood the importance of language. She realized that no, if I have to penetrate those people, if I have to succeed to a very reasonable extent, I should be able to understand their dialect. If I want to communicate with them effectively, I should be able to understand their dialect. I'm sure she had made her research as to what she should do before she come to Ghana, and she realized that Ghanaians speak Twi a lot, like it's a common language. So in Ghana, the number one spoken language is English, of course, but let's be realistic, the most spoken language in Ghana is Twi. So Twi is vastly spoken by the Akans, one of the Akan languages. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, but yeah, I'm sure she had made those researches and she realized that she needs to know at least one or two about this language before coming in, so that at least she can do the basics, communicate. She can speak English to a reasonable extent. Yes, she speaks English. So she understood that, and I was so fascinated as to how she didn't even waste so much time. The least opportunity she had to communicate with Ghanaians, she tried to learn their language as much as possible. In fact, she even said 10 words per day. And I promise you, before that lady stays in Ghana for up to a year, she's going to be speaking Twi fluently. So now that got me thinking about the importance of language when it comes to business interaction, especially when you are a foreigner. Yes, it is very important that if you are a foreigner living in Ghana just like me, you learn the language that is being dominated where you are, or is being spoken where you are. And for Ghana, it is Twi. Aside thinking about the importance of this language to the foreigner coming to a land, so let's say to a Nigerian coming to Ghana, to a Chinese person coming to Ghana, to a Togolese coming to Ghana, to an American coming to Ghana, aside the importance of this language to us, which is fostering business relationship, which is to integrating with the indigenes, which is to having a good and smooth and fair relationship with the indigenes of wherever you are. Aside all of that, all of those benefits to the foreigner, I realized something. When you hear someone speak your own language, there is this kind of bond, there is this kind of attachment, there is this bridge that is being closed between the both of you. So imagine you're seeing an American in Ghana, and then you just assume in your head, oh yes, she's American. Maybe the way she speaks her English or whatever, you can obviously tell she's an American. And all of a sudden, this woman is conversing with you in Twi. Like, do you understand? It's like a gap has been closed, like a bridge has been closed. That is what it feels like to you, the indigene, or you, the person that your language is being learned. But let us think about this. Do you remember those days when we were kids, as kids in an African home, and then a visitor comes in, or maybe we have a stranger in the house, let me not say stranger, a visitor in the house, and then your parents wants to communicate with you, and the best way they can communicate with you is with your local dialect, and then they switch from English to your local dialect because maybe they perceive the visitor does not understand your local dialect. You remember that, right? That is the importance of language. Like, it helps to protect your boundary. Do you get? If a foreigner can come into your territory and learn your language and learn everything about your culture, there is practically nothing you can hide from that foreigner. Or let's say, if a visitor comes to your house and the visitor can understand your language, there is nothing you can say in the presence of that visitor that will be a secret. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So there is no secret. So it gets me thinking, like, these foreigners, including myself, Well, me, I didn't understand it from that aspect. Now I know I will learn this tree very well. I will learn it. So it got me thinking, especially when I saw this Chinese woman portray that, it got me thinking, like, these people understand that if they know the language, if they can understand the language spoken here, they cannot be cheated, they cannot be told with, they can easily penetrate the citizens or the indigenes. There is power in language. And yeah, before you start rushing to teach somebody your language, think about the other side. Well, this is not me coming out to say, oh, Ghanaians don't teach people your language, or Nigerians don't teach people your language, or whoever you are, don't teach people your language. No, but you have to know what you be careful. Well, when people are willing to learn your language, it shows how much they want to relate with you. It shows how much they want to, foster a healthy relationship with you, whether it is healthy or unhealthy. But they know that it will help foster a very strong relationship between the both of you. So it is also very good for people to learn your language. It is very important, it is necessary, and as a foreigner, it is important that for you to really have a good relationship or enjoy any land that you visit, it's important you learn their language. I think it benefits the foreigner more than the person teaching the language. Like, of course, why not? I'm adding another language to the language I know, and you cannot sell me. You can't sell me as a foreigner, because before you sell me, before you say Jack, I have moved. So that is the importance of learning different languages. So now that brings me to this topic. I want suggestions in the comment section. Now, people have been saying that Twi should be the most spoken language in West Africa. But when I did my research, I realized that Wolof, I don't know if I'm getting the pronunciation correctly. Wolof, that's WOLOF, is the most spoken language in West Africa. Aside French and English, Wolof is the most spoken language in West Africa. This language is mostly spoken in Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, and Mali. Should we have such? I think it will be very important, because it will also help foster the relationship between the African countries. So if I go to another African country, I wouldn't be worried about having easy communication, because we have a general language that we speak. That's what happens in Ghana. The Akan language called Twi, that is mostly spoken in Ghana, helps to foster that relationship between Ghanaians. So if Ghanaians should meet in the diaspora, they easily communicate. They just speak Twi. But let's take, for instance, as a Nigerian, if I meet a fellow Nigerian outside Nigeria, we might not be able to strike a conversation in our local dialect, because you might be from Yoruba and the other person might be from Hausa, the other person might be from Igbo, and even inside the Yoruba Hausa and Igbo, we have diverse languages. So we don't have a general language that people can easily speak within the country, right? The mostly spoken languages are the Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa, of course. But it's not like the whole country has a particular language that they can speak. So do you think that in West Africa we should have, let's not even say Africa, because we are going too far. We are going too far. I know in Africa, Swahili was being suggested, but do you think in West Africa we should go for Wolof, am I getting the pronunciation? Wolof, or we should go for Twi? Let me know in the comment section, and let me know why we should go for Wolof or we should go for Twi, and tell me the one that you think it's easier to learn. So guys, I think I've come to the end of my video for today. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the bell notification so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. And until we meet next time, do not forget to always smile, because you're beautiful when you do. Bye.